everybody. Hello and welcome to this LinkedIn Live. My name is Heidi at the Mice Guru, organizer of the hybrid event, the Digital Disruptor. And today we are again ready to reveal some more content of what's going to happen at the Digital Disruptor, which is an event taking place on 3rd of September, live in Stavanger, Norway, and virtually around the world. Today, we are welcoming our disruptive moderator, Nyomi Rose, who is literally a next-gen leader. And we are going to let her introduce herself and talk to us more and reveal a little bit about the exciting stuff she's going to be talking about during the event. So let's see what's happening with Nyomi. Welcome. Hello.
Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome to this LinkedIn Live. I am so excited to be revealing some sneak peeks about what's going to be happening on the 3rd of September. And before I go into anything, I just know that it's going to be absolutely amazing for all these next generation leaders and professionals and everyone else to be inspired by what's going to be happening in digital innovation and all things strategy.
Yay!
Oh my gosh!
We're super excited to have you on, Nyomi. Before you introduce yourself, let us just give a quick little video introduction.
Are you a next generation innovator? A student in events/digital transformation? Then there's one hybrid event you can't miss. I am the Digital Disruptor. Register now. Limited student tickets available.
All right, Nyomi, tell us, who are you? What are you doing? What are you currently doing? What are you working on? What are your dreams, your goals, and what is your take on the Digital Disruptor?
Wow, I think the drone said everything. You really can't miss out on this one. And just to give a bit of a backstory on me, I am Nyomi Rose. I am super passionate and absolutely in love night and day with all things technology, artificial intelligence, data, and everything to do with ethics as well. And I have just actually finished my final year of studies in events management, where I've been exploring in a part of my research and how the events industry is adopting artificial intelligence and how we can bridge the digital divide. So there's been lots of exciting things that have come about this research, and particularly looking at, what are these sort of common issues that are happening within many businesses and industries across the world, and how can we actually make sure that people are bridging the digital divide and creating incredible technological advancements and innovations. So that's a little bit about my research, which is just absolutely fantastic, eh?
Yeah, I mean, Nyomi, I'm so impressed by you. Like, literally, I've been following you online on social media, and what you're doing is so amazing. To be that, you literally represent the next generation for me, like the next generation of disruptors and innovators. So it's extremely important for us to have that focus also during the Digital Disruptor, because we understand how absolutely crucial it is for companies to listen to the younger generations and to have their take on how we are doing in this era of digital transformation. We are living in the digital experience economy. Everybody needs to adjust really fast. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of overwhelming information, but the younger people are very quick to adapt and adjust to this, and they have a more digital mindset. And I mean, you are a prime example. You are literally, you've taken a deep dive as nobody else has. So we are super excited to have you as a moderator and a speaker at the event. Now, do you think you are ready to reveal a little secret maybe about what it is that you're going to be doing at the event? Like, can we have a topic of one of your sessions? Tell us a little bit more.
Ooh, okay then, a topic. So this is actually extremely exciting. So I will be doing a breakout session on how to be a futurist in a world of predictables. Now, this breakout session, literally, like next gen leaders, professionals, this is totally for you. And I think it's important to recognize that we are in this world of curiosity, surprise, and originality. And this type of uniqueness, where we really want to start to adopt the future and start to really look at how incredible digital innovation is, we need to make sure that we are being the extraordinaire in everything that we are doing. So this breakout session is literally going to seize all of your possibilities in digital innovation, how you can stand out from everyone, how you can develop a futurist mindset, and what it actually means to be a futurist, especially because all around us, and this is one of the sort of key things that the digital disruptor event is trying not to be a predictable event. It's not like every single company. We want to be futurist. We want to be, going into the future, because the future is going to be driven and led by digital innovation. So this is insane, into Heidi.
Absolutely. That is exactly the mindset that we have. I mean, we are talking about digital strategy at this event, and it's literally a day to understand everything about it, to get to know the possibilities, but not only by listening people talk about it, but by experiencing it live. And that's something I myself have been missing so much when I look at all of the other events, trying to educate on digital transformation and digital strategy. It's just speakers talking in their homes, and it's just so boring and unexciting, and it doesn't deliver the actual understanding that is needed of how we can improve, how we can do things better with technology, with different types of settings, with different types of event formats, and also especially how you collaborate internally, externally, with clients, with suppliers, how you build your communities, digital marketing that is not 2019 anymore, and like literally moving on. No, but seriously,
yes,
I mean everything has changed, and we need to really step up our game. It's about innovation and experimentation. Everybody knows that, but very few people know quite just yet how to approach it and how to get started. And that's literally what this event is all about. So instead of just showing people like us here now sitting at home and talking, we are going to have augmented reality stages. We are going to have to engage our audiences virtually and live, to connect to each other, with each other, and participate in discussions and disruptor talks. We are going to showcase innovation across industry, like different companies. We are going to have really super top-notch global speakers coming in, like Duncan Wardle and Sean Kanungo, really A-level innovators and disruptors that are literally going to inspire the out of you. Literally, it's impossible not to get inspired. And the whole concept of the event is kind of like a wake-up call. So what do you think about that, Nyomi? What is a wake-up call to you, and why is it needed right now?
Well, I think the wake-up call is actually, it's been needed for the last couple of years. We've known about technology, we've known about innovation, we've known about artificial intelligence, data, and all this exciting stuff, but nobody's acted on it. And why has nobody acted on it? Because everybody's complacent in their current deliveries, the current strategies that they have. Just because they've proven successful in the past, they continue this. Nobody wants to innovate. Nobody wants to get out of this mindset and they start to embrace future technologies, which is where next generation comes in, because we're kicking people's, exactly, literally, we're kicking it. And this is what this event is going to do. Like Heidi said, I will not be presenting from literally this home studio where I am now. It's going to be, you're actually going to experience these things. But in terms of why we should be disrupting now, if you want your business to survive, you need to be disrupting. You need to be adopting and implementing technology successfully in order to be a viable business in the future. there's no ifs or buts or maybes. If you're not disrupting, if you're not innovating, if you're not adopting, then the future is the future is unfortunately bleak unless you buy a ticket for the disruptor event.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree with you, Nyomi, and so do all of the top companies in the world and global leaders. They're all saying this. It's now or never. Like Shankanunga in his intro said, innovate or die. Like literally, it's the hard facts. We are in this situation. There's no going back. There's only moving forward, and the future is going to be digital, whether you like it or not. So you have to start adapting to that as quickly as you can, and you should be already quite somewhere along the process. But with the digital disruptor, we will absolutely help everybody figure out the different steps and the different requirements. Now, Nyomi, you revealed a little bit about being a futurist, which I'm super excited about that session, by the way. It sounds really, really cool. I can't wait. But you have some other babies, right? And I know you are super, super into AI, and I know you're super into data. So it's something that everybody is also looking at right now. Where is this headed? What does it mean? How can we implement it? Like, is it relevant to our company, our industry? Like, tell us a little bit more. What is AI to you, and why should we learn more about it? And by the way, hello, Jaro. Very nice to have you on. Thank you so much. He said, well said, Nyomi. That was about literally you have to take action. So awesome. Go ahead. Tell us a little bit more about your take on AI.
Yeah, definitely. So when I think of artificial intelligence, I think of it being defined by technological innovation. So AI is never the same every single day. It's constantly evolving because there's incredible futurists out there who are constantly changing the game. But I think it's also about creating that sort of digital relationship between, your business professionals and also your clients, your audience, and other stakeholders, and how you can measure different aspects of your business, your services, how you can use that sort of data to make really extremely incredible driven strategies. And I think sometimes artificial intelligence and machine learning are so intertwined with each other, and machine learning is often the thing that we use every single day. It's what we're doing right now on StreamYard. It's literally what we're doing right now on LinkedIn. We have machine learning in all of our sort of usage. And it's all about trying to make sure that we understand what it is and learn about it, and then trying to put these really exciting and creative strategies around it. So that's kind of my sort of take on artificial intelligence, and the sort of power that it does have, because the amount of just success that you can just get from looking at these types of technologies is just absolutely magnificent. But it has to be done correctly, and it has to be done with a vision in mind as well. You don't need to just put in artificial intelligence or machine learning or virtual reality or all these other different types of emerging technologies. You need to really look at your business and see what you can do to look at it, and how you can improve and automate different aspects to make things better and more functionable for everyone, in your sort of industry and in your business as well.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to be even a little bit more bold and say that they need the next gen. They need people like you. Like, companies need to invest in those young leaders that have literally been, as you have, studying this now for the last couple of years, and who are passionate about it and into it, because many companies find it very overwhelming. They don't know what the possibilities are for them. They don't have the resources to properly look into it. And as you said yourself, itself, since it's evolving so rapidly, you
Yeah.
need to have someone to guide you, or to at least inspire you and guide you in the right direction as to what you can do, and the tools that are available, the technologies that are being developed. I mean, people like you and also me, in terms of event technology, etc., collaboration platforms, we do this every single day. So we know what's happening, we know what's out there, we know what's evolving, we know what's outdated already 2 weeks after it's launched. Those types of things are truly important. But for most companies, they do not have internal staff to actually spend time on implementing these kinds of tools. So you need to work with partners, or get some younger gen people on board. Do you agree with that?
Completely. And interestingly enough as well, when I've been doing my research, there's been sort of 3 key elements I've kind of come out of how we can actually bridge the digital divide, and how we can actually begin to have companies, whether they're, small to medium businesses, or whether these corporate giants, these 3 things I'm about to say are the sort of key strategies I've identified. And the first thing is, that digital literacy. People need to understand the digital literacy skills, and have teams who actually understand this technology. And obviously, not all team members will need to know the ins and outs of everything, but that sort of general awareness, massively supports the adoption and the success of the adoption of, these emerging technologies. Then the second thing that kind of was identified was the promotion of innovative initiatives of doing business. So what this really is people like me and you who are talking about these particular exciting things that you're doing at emerging technologies, actually creating these experiences and promoting the power of this technology, to encourage others to follow suit, just like you did with your other event, the digital trip. It inspired other people to go ahead and start to embrace that technology. So that's where the futurists come in. That's where, you need to start having these next gens. You need to start bringing in these agencies and these freelancers who have that mindset already. And then another aspect is these operational incentives to adopt these incredible emerging technologies. So this is looking at how can we actually get the sort of technology, and how can we make sure that we're putting this into our business. So those are the 3 things that have been identified to actually bridge this digital divide, which is so apparent at the moment.
That is absolutely very, very, very interesting. And I can't wait for you to dive deeper into that at the event itself. And it's, as you said, I mean, it's scary. It's really scary, but there is no innovation without fear. I'll keep repeating it. So if you want to be a futurist, if you want to disrupt, if you want to innovate, then you have to take chances. You have to take risks, and you have to put yourself out there and push those boundaries and do things that nobody else has done. Because we are now living in an environment of copy paste. Like I call it the quick fix digital mindset, right? In the beginning of the pandemic, everybody was quickly looking for some type of a solution, when suddenly everybody had to go work from home. Nobody had meetings anymore in person. Everybody had to start collaborating differently. They couldn't reach out to their clients as before, couldn't meet them, couldn't travel, couldn't do anything, couldn't go to fairs, everything was literally turned upside down. And what happened is that most companies were quickly searching for those solutions, and they made a lot of mistakes doing that. Or mistakes, it's a learning curve for everybody. You're allowed to make mistakes, but in terms of the approach most had, is that they kind of got convinced to buy a specific tool or a software, or suddenly all their video meetings had to be on a specific platform, or not like a proper collaboration platform, but a video meeting platform. And then they started collecting these bits and pieces without understanding the bigger picture, without understanding digital strategy, without actually doing proper education in what is required. Because what we did, for example, is we first took a deep dive and we went to study for several months, and we learned everything about digital events, formats, tools. We tested and trialed and did, and we're still doing today, just testing all the technology out there constantly to update ourselves themselves and to kind of redefine the possibilities, because also it's not necessarily just a tool, but it's what you do with it, and it's how you can use it to your advantage, and how you can reach your goals using the right tech stack, and all of those things are literally first coming out of education. And even if you are not planning to do all of these things yourself, but you want to outsource them to a partner or a company, then still you need kind of a basic understanding for the requirements and needs to be able to communicate and collaborate on developing your digital strategy. So the digital disruptor is also that it's a day that will talk about these things and teach people, okay, listen, this is the situation, this is the status right now, this is what every company should be thinking about in this digital experience economy, because a lot of what you are doing is getting lost in translation, is not being put out there in the right way. You're losing your innovation value, and we have ways to solve that. And we need to up our game, everybody, all of us together, all the companies, to not become this environment of copy paste style working, where everybody is literally sitting on Zoom or Teams the whole day, and then everybody is exhausted and fatigued, and nobody wants to attend virtual events anymore. There is no such thing as fatigue for virtual events or conferences. It's just that people are bored out of their minds. They cannot deal with it any longer to just sit on their chair. What we are doing with the digital is things better, how to inspire your audience, grow your audience, bring your message out there. And another important fact that not many companies have considered yet is that everything you do online, all of your digital endeavors amount to data. And data is also one of your passionate subjects, isn't it? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, I absolutely love data. I live and breathe it every single day. I wake up, I look at data on my phone, I look at data on my laptop. I just think it's absolutely fantastic. And I think we've definitely seen with, a lot of these events that have been happening, these events happen, thousands of attendees, or, even if there's a couple of hundred, and then the event's over and people aren't using this data. People aren't using the data on social media effectively. No one's making data-driven strategies. People are just going off spreadsheets from years and years ago that I do not think work whatsoever. And we have, literally, and we have this data that is out there. People don't know how to measure it, how to make really good and viable predictions with this data as well, or even actually to collect it. When I do a lot of my work, people don't even know how to go on their phone and collect data, even from social media, which is as simple as. So that education is not out there as well. But the exciting thing that I love about data is that obviously the opportunities and the sort of the growth that you can get from using data, but then there's also the side of the sort of ethical consumption of data, which is very interesting to me, especially with a lot of new laws coming in at the moment around the use of data ethically, and how people are sharing other people's data, how their data is being measured, and how it's being analysed. And this is something that many business owners don't know how to do at the moment, and this is going to be detrimental to the success of their business if you're not looking at these new laws that are coming in, and how to make sure that you're being ethical around your data, because we all know that businesses and social media and this digital age relies on community and it relies on people. And if we're using this data and we're not doing it with an ethical heart and mind, that's going to be so detrimental to every aspect of what you want to do in your business and the growth as well. So that's something that actually might be discussed at the Digital Disruptor event, maybe as a breakout session. Who knows?
Maybe.
Funny.
No, data, absolutely. Nobody understands it fully yet, and people need to start being more aware. And yes, there is definitely a lot of drama happening at the moment with technology providers lawyers getting sued, etc., etc. And there is, if you're a lawyer, a big business into digital law. So that is definitely something that we're going to discuss a little bit further as well. Again, in an engaging type of scenario on the day itself. So these LinkedIn lives are just us talking, revealing a little bit, but the event is going to look nothing like this. And in the meantime, let's just give a shout out to Rose and Anne and Irina and Sabrina. Hi. Thank you all so much for joining. I know many of you are already looking forward to join us. Sabrina is actually also a disruptive moderator. She will deal with emo currency, another very, very important topic that we focus on during the event, which is about bringing back emotion to the event. And she will be following the audience experience from beginning to end. And Anne says, I love the teasers. That is absolutely fabulous. Of course, super secret. Yes, they are. We haven't actually revealed that much, to be honest, on social media about the content. So we've announced our two awesome global speakers, Duncan Wardle and Sean Kanungo, that will be joining us. Duncan will be streaming from New York, and Sean from a theater in Edmonton, Canada. And then we also have a lot of cool people joining in both on the live stage and the virtual stage with an augmented reality type setting. So I can't wait. And I also want to mention that during the event, we will have a bunch of innovation stories, which are companies that are literally already working on their digital transformation and also want to kind of tell the world about what it is that they're doing and use this opportunity to put themselves out there, because this is literally the event is about digital strategy. It's about innovation. It's about disruption. It's about experimentation. And some companies have really beautiful examples of how they are doing that. If you also work at one of those companies, or you are one of those companies, then you can still hop on board as a partner and get yourself out there as well. There's lots of different partner sponsor packages available for you to do that through our channels, through our campaign already from now on leading up to the event, and with your own innovation sessions at the event itself, perhaps sponsoring other sessions that are on topics that connect to what you are doing. Like, for example, I know a lot of people work with artificial intelligence or data. We even have some legal companies getting excited about doing the data and ethics. So we haven't really made the final decision on the major partners per industry, because some of the biggest packages are industry exclusive. So this is your chance, if you are one of those people, to join in. And if you're interested, you can also just send me an email to get the full sponsor kit with the different available packages. Yes. Then let's see what our audience is saying. Sabrina says, yes, bring on emo currency. She's so ready to moderate that. And Sabrina will actually be joining us live in Stavanger, Norway. I'm super excited to have you here, Sabrina. So that'll be super fun. And Anna is saying, oh yeah, Shankanunga and I used to take the bus in Edmonton together. That is absolutely awesome. That's a funny detail. Yeah, awesome. I hope you join us at the event as well. And we still need to talk, I believe. So yes. Sabrina says, can't wait to be in Stavanger. Of course, I'm looking forward to welcome you. And then Robert, get on the digital disruptor bus. Love it. Absolutely fantastic. So if you have any further questions for us at this time, please drop them now within the next couple of seconds. Otherwise, I would really invite you to follow us on both Instagram at the Digital Disruptor and Twitter at TDD Hybrid. And what about you, Nyomi? Do you have anything that you want to add, or what is it that you're most excited about?
Do you know, I'm so excited to see these partners and to see these sponsors, especially from a next generation professional perspective, and for all the other leaders coming on board, because a lot of these partners and a lot of these sponsors, they are, you know, these professionals and these next generation people who are going to be coming are going to have their eyes on you, and we're going to be watching those innovation stories like mad and seeing how we can, you know, make our next move to be part of their team. So I think I'm very excited to see how all of that comes off. But I think if I get, you know, Heidi, I think if we give anyway more teasers about some of the sessions, I think, you know, when we get to the day of the event, everybody's like, oh, Nyomi and Heidi told all of this in the LinkedIn Live. So yes, I think for teasers, that is everything. But stay tuned, because content is always coming out, and we have lots of exciting things planned, and lots of other exciting discussions are going to be coming up as well in the next couple of weeks.
Of course they are. I'm super excited to have you on board, as I said, as disruptive moderator and speaker on these fabulous topics. There is only one more thing for me to say to everybody who is not registered yet. Duh. I mean, you have to go and get your ticket on this address right here. So go to the website, thedigitaldisruptor.com, and click that ticket. There's student tickets, there's regular virtual tickets, and there is live tickets for Stavanger, Norway. And remember, your virtual ticket is not your listen and watch type of thing. It'll be super cool, very immersive and engaging, and you will truly be a part of this one-of-a-kind, groundbreaking event. There's a lot of funny things going on in the comments. We are leaving it at that for now. Please continue the conversation on LinkedIn if you liked it. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you so much, Nyomi, and I can't wait till September 3rd. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.